Congratulations, you have officially now finished 3 whole days of this program. Very proud of you for being here. Hopefully, you're here on day 3, as I recommended. If so, today is the first day you're actually going to be talking to real customers, real human beings. Now, I want to make this clear. Most programs take weeks or months to get to this point. You took 3 days, and all in all, it was really just a handful of hours of your time. A recurring theme of mine over the course of the rest of the program is that the best way to make money is just going to be talking to real people as often as possible. Most anything else is just a waste of time. Today, what you're going to do is send 10 applications on Upwork. Now, if the idea of sending 10 whole applications in one day scares you, that's a good thing. It means that we're pushing a little bit outside of your comfort zone. You're going to be using the exact same process you used yesterday in conjunction with the assets we put together. All you need to do is open up that CV template that we put together in a new tab, or if you have like Mac OS with text replacements saved, or Windows with like an auto hotkey thing, that works too. And then add any other resources you'll need during the screen share. So personally, when I do this, I open up my 1-second copy page because I usually talk about that. I usually open up my YouTube channel as well because I like talking about that. And I just have them open before I do the application. Then, as mentioned before, Upwork is by far the lowest hanging fruit if you've never acquired a customer, which is why it's such a great place to start. It's also going to do double duty as a way for you to get a bunch of reps in. What I mean by that is you're going to go through the motions of explaining your product over and over and over again. And really, by the end of today, you're probably already going to achieve like an average level of representing yourself, which is quite incredible. If you want an example of how I do it, just watch the videos that I've attached here underneath. I'm going to show you a couple applications from start to finish. Make sure your microphone works well. I find there's a much higher response rate when my microphone is something nice like this, as opposed to just the one on my computer. You can sort of tell in the application examples that I provided that I'm using the one on my computer, and it's not as good as it could be. But even if you don't have a microphone or whatever, just get to it. Once you've applied to all 10 jobs, you can move on. And what I want to make very clear here is that it is entirely possible that you will get your first customer today. There is no fundamental reason why not, as long as you're active on Upwork over the course of the next 28 days or whatnot. I rate the probability of you getting your first customer from Upwork is quite high. Currently, the standout time in order to get the first customer is about 1.5 hours to 2 hours. So somebody sent an application, they were on their Upwork, they got a response basically immediately, then they just went back and forth with the customer, eventually setting up a call until they close them within 1.5 hours or 2 hours. And there's no real fundamental reason why you can't do that too. So put your head down and get started on those applications. Best of luck.